so embarrassing. Okay, all right, sit down, because I'm gonna get something to drink because it's so hot here. Well, actually, it's not so hot as you said, right? Okay, hold on. All right. That was butch of me, wasn't it? All right. Okay. No, all right, so I'm gonna tell you a story, and I swear to God, everything happened. It's all true. I always want to talk to people, you know, before I do the show, because if I just do the show, I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not personal, you know? And now, when I'm finished, we'll know each other. Okay. Okay, so, but before I go into my story, how do you like my beautiful hair? It's natural. A couple of weeks ago I had orange curly hair, and that was natural, and it fell out and this came in, and I'm so excited. Alright, so I'm going to tell you the story about how it took me 2 days to turn 40. Alright, by Cher. Okay, so it was May 19th, and I was here, and at my favorite club, Heartbreak, and yeah, no one will remember, it's a long time ago, I was young. And I was with my best friend Polly, and we were sitting on, you know, they had red leather banquettes, you know, they have little push pin things in them, and then there's like a back part, so you sit down here and you rest on the back part, but Polly and I were kind of perched up on top of the back part, like this, kind of like hookers. Well, I was Cher, but Polly looked like a hooker, so I love when I do this to you, Polly. Okay, so anyway, my dress was up to here, and my shirt was down to there, and all I kept thinking was, oh my God, you're 40 and you're still so hot. I'm telling you, every word is true. That's so dumb. All right, well, also, this is how I can explain it to you more. I was just about to do Moonstruck with Nicky Cage. And Nicky was 21, and I was 40. Just saying, that's all. Who looked better? So Polly and I, we were having the greatest time. I was even having a beer. I wanted to feel grown up, but I don't know what that means about being 40 and needing a beer to feel grown up. So anyway, so we're looking around, and I'm just enjoying all the people and the atmosphere, and I'm really excited about life, and then I look over and I think, whoa, that's the cutest guy I've ever seen in my entire life. So all night long we were flirting, but then nothing happened, so I got bored and I went home. And I was staying at my friend's hotel, my fabulous friend. He had just, jail is the short time and prison is the long time. He'd just gotten out of prison for tax evasion, like you do. And he was letting me stay there at his beautiful hotel, and he owns Studio 54, and yes. I think that might have been where the tax evaded, I don't know. So anyway, so I went to sleep feeling just amazing and happy and felt like anything was possible. And then in the morning, about 7:15, my phone rang, and the man on the other end said, "Hi, Cher." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "It's George Miller." George Miller was a director of Witches of Eastwick. You'll be sorry if you do that. Okay. And I said, "So hi, George, how are you?" And he said, "Well, I just wanted to call and tell you that I don't want you in my movie." And Jack and I, Nicholson, we don't think you're sexy and you're too old. Yeah. Good morning, 40. But I mean, mean, last night I was a hottie, and this morning I'm like Lady Macbeth. So I was very upset. I mean, I was really upset. My heart was broken because I was thinking that I would do this movie, and then I would just go on to do movies, and I would become a movie star, and I would get a Oscar. Okay, but anyway, right now he doesn't want me because I'm too old, and so I start crying, and the tears are streaming down my cheeks, but I didn't want him to know. So usually in Hollywood, when people call to insult you, they insult you and then they hang up. But George was from Australia, and I guess they didn't get the memo. Because he kept going on and on and on, and he just didn't like anything about me. Actually, he said, you know, I don't like much about you. I don't like the way you walk, and I don't like the way you talk, and I hate the way you laugh, and I really don't. And then I went, okay, look, motherfucker. I didn't actually walk like that. I don't know who did. But I was thinking it. I was like, don't mess with me, I'm a tourist that's pissed, okay? I said, you didn't find me under a rock. I was nominated for Silkwood for an Academy Award, you know? I won the Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actress for Mask. So, click. All right, so now I'm doing that, but tears are still streaming down my face. And then I was trying to be brave, and my tears kept coming, and they kept coming, and I couldn't stop them. And all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, these are fabulous tears. These are the kind of tears that you pray for as an actress. You don't have to make a scrunchy face. You don't have to do anything, they just roll down. And then I thought, and if I look this way, I look like a Madonna. Can everybody see me look like a Madonna? Not the blonde one, the real one. Okay, so at that moment, my kids walk in, and they come in and they're like, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Mom, happy birthday to you. Mom, you're crying. Mom, why are you crying? It's your birthday. Mom, what's the matter? Why are you crying? And they went, well, because you see, when women, young women, get very excited and they're overwhelmed with happiness, sometimes they don't know what to do and the happiness is spilling over, and sometimes tears just come out and they can't help it. And they said, oh, okay, that sounds good. I went, all right, let's go off now, we'll have the cake later at 7:15. Okay, so, oh, I forgot. All right, so I remembered. Okay, so now, I told you about my fabulous friend, and he was letting me stay in his hotel, and I owed him $28,000, and I didn't have it. Okay, now, this is the last little bit of info that I didn't tell you, but just, it'll all come together. It won't seem like it, but you have to just trust me. You have to trust me, too. So, all right, this is going to sound strange, but it's going to sound like a non sequitur, all right? So anyway, the David Letterman show had been asking me to be on the show since the first week, and I never wanted to. All right, non sequitur over. All right, so it was 3 days before my birthday, and David Letterman show called and said, how'd you like to spend your birthday with Dave? And I went, I would love to for $28,000. And the producer said, well, we don't do that. And I said, well, then neither do I. And he hung up, and about 20 minutes he called me back and he said, oh, okay, we'll do it. And I was like, cha-ching. But while we were on the telephone, he said to me, you know, Cher, just out of curiosity, why haven't you ever wanted to do the show? And I said, well, you know, David is very funny and he's really smart, but if he has a guest on that he doesn't like or thinks is good enough for the show, he can be kind of an asshole. Yeah. And so the producer agreed with me. And we hung up. So it was the night of my birthday, and I don't know what I thought. I looked like I don't even know what I thought about. So I get there, and he's in this seat, and I'm in that seat. We're facing each other. And he's being funny, and I'm being funny, and he's being funny, and I'm being funny, and he's being funny, and I'm being much funnier. And then in the middle of it, he says, "So tell me, Cher, how come you've never wanted to be on my show?" And my head exploded. Because in those days, you couldn't say dirty words on television. So I'm trying to think, how do I get myself out? How do I not lie? How can I be honest? And I'm just going round and round, and without even realizing it, out of my mouth comes, "Because I thought you were an asshole." Look it up, it's very funny. And actually, I was trying to stuff it back in my mouth, but it was out, so that was it. All right, so anyway, David said he was traumatized for 5 years. Yeah, it's kind of good. But we became friends, and he's a good guy, you know. On my birthday, he sends me cards and writes little, you know, beautiful sentiments and script, and it's all... Oh. Script is a thing we used to do. It's curly writing. I use my Oscar Wilde fountain pen. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but you never need it. Okay, so anyway, at this particular card, at the bottom, read, "P.S. My mom always likes Sonny better." It was like, what kind of shit is that, friend? So anyway, I think that he might have been holding on to something that he needed to see his doctor about. I'm not so sure. But that was then, and I was 40, and this is now, and I'm not. And I always hate to tell people my age, but I feel it's my duty for the women in the audience. Yeah. You guys are on your own. No, but I want to tell, I always go over here to talk to the girls that are young, and I have no idea why. It just makes me feel good. All right, so what I want to tell girls that are younger, what I want to tell you is, if you might not want to wear blue hair, this might not be your dream, but I want you to have a dream, and then I want you to do it, not let anybody screw with it or mess with you, you know? We're women, we're warriors, fuck it. Now, to the old ladies, where's your blue hair? I want to see something great come out of you girls, okay? You still got it. All right, so, the other day I was listening to some lady, she was behind me, and she was talking about, oh, now that I'm older, I'm so much more at peace, and I finally found myself, and I love being a bullshit. Okay? I've been older, and I've been younger. Younger's better. All right. Now, my age is... Wait for it. I'm 73. And you don't even know why you're clapping. I think people are clapping because I'm still alive, or because I can still fit into my costumes. I don't know what it is. All right, well, we have to stop talking anyway, so I have to go in and bedazzle you. And I'll have to bedazzle myself and dazzle you. All right, so anyway, before I go, I just have one thing that I want to say. And that is, what's your granny doing tonight?